Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
And I'm Dunlap. And Jackie, I don't like to identify too much with President Donald Trump.
What?
When I find myself thinking, I get why he's doing that. I know that I'm on shaky ground as far as being a human being goes. But if I could tell tank people to come do a parade for me on my birthday, I might do it. I would like to have a parade for myself on my birthday.
What?
And if you want to do that for me, I appreciate it. And I think it would be cool if there were lots of tanks in it and guns and soldiers who have to do my bidding.
What? You can dream about stuff like that. It's just silly and dumb unless you're a dictator over with North Korea.
Sure.
Or Russia, like I do that a lot, right? Don't they do that? I don't know what the days are. May Day? Well, I don't remember what it is.
Russia Day?
Russia Day. They have Russia Day, Putin Day, whatever it is.
Whatever. Yeah. All the different days they have a parade. What's the matter with having a parade?
You stand there and look at it. Well, because that's what
Look, I know I'm wrong. I know that this is a sign of a defective personality.
Yes, it is.
And someone who should never be trusted within 2 feet of the presidency. I should never be elected president. I want to have a parade in my honor with tanks.
What?
I know that.
Look, it's the point of the matter. First off, you don't do military parades with the damn country. We don't show,
Yes.
You show them off in a commercial. And you remember when you joined the army, a commercial, that's how you show off for military, whatnot.
Yeah.
Or, what is it? Top Gun. That's a good way.
We have Hollywood.
We got Hollywood to do that. You don't have, and it's all in a movie, and you don't take tanks out on the street, which going to tear up a damn street. You got to fix that. See, here's the thing is the money issue on me. If it didn't cost nothing for him doing it, fine. I'd look the other way and not give a damn.
Then we should let him have a parade every day and keep him occupied. We wouldn't have to worry about it. We'd always know where he was, and he wasn't getting up to no trouble. It'd probably tire him out.
It would tire him out.
Be him up all night. It's like saying open Alcatraz or whatever.
There's only so long rumbling tanks can keep you awake. I know the Pope funeral put him right to sleep, but after a while, if there was some way you just get the same 4 tanks to go in a circle, and he thinks it's long, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Trick him like it's spray. When's it going to be over? They're all here for you, sir. They're all here for you.
Put a big curtain up, and he'll sit like a cat. He'll see the tank go around the curtain.
Yep.
And he'll be like, look, here comes another one.
Uh-huh.
Like a dumb cat.
Well, yeah, all day long till it falls asleep. But the thing is, millions and millions and millions of dollars this is going to cost.
Yeah, that's true.
But here's the thing. We can't afford cancer research no more.
Mm-mm.
Too expensive.
Yeah.
We can't afford Social Security. Got to get rid of that. You can't afford Medicare no more. Going to make big cuts at that. Chop it off. Get rid of it. We got to do it. We all got to pull up a bridge. Going to have tariffs. Going to tax the hell out of everybody. We're going to put small businesses out of work. We're going to do it. This, that. Let's not even get into jerking people out of their houses and whatnot. This is a whole different subject. But if we ain't got money for none of that, how come we got money to throw him a big parade? Explain that. Why is that more important than children with cancer?
I'd rather pay for a parade than pay to jerk people out of their house and send them to El Salvador.
If that will occupy him to keep him from doing that, then let him do it.
That shouldn't be the choice that we're making.
No.
Cancer kids or parade? Parade, I guess. No, you shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to make that choice.
You can't even have a bunch of children Make-A-Wish Foundation up there with him because he won't be around sick people. Remember, they tried to have some military people up there years. There's stories of that. We said, hey, don't bring him, people without arms and legs. Like, don't get them up here. Why are you bringing them in here? He don't want to be around people like that. If we could take all the money for cancer research and throw a parade just for those children, then yeah, but I think they'd prefer to get cured as opposed to watching tanks go down the street.
That's a tough one. Well, if it was me, I don't know.
I don't know. If you give
I'd
them
like
option.
to see a parade. Honest to God, big parade, people holding big banners and signs saying Dunlap, Dunlap.
Well,
that'd be a good one. Throwing candy. but just to me, so I pick up that candy. You ever been in a parade?
No, I don't like parades. Even if it's for him or whoever it's for, if you're going to have I just don't like parades in general. It's just a bunch of walking. Yeah, I go see a horse show. If I want to see something walk, I want to see a horse do it.
They got horses in parades.
I know they do, but they got bands and anything with the tuba I ain't crazy about. And it floats. It's just a big bunch of mess. I don't, definitely I don't want to see tanks going down the streets in this country. It's just something I don't, I think we try not to do, but
that's just because you ain't never had a parade held in your honor. What about Veterans Day parade? They never threw you in the back with all the other old veterans that guarded tanks in Korea?
Why don't I want to ride real slow anywhere? Unless I'm going somewhere.
Have you ever ridden the truck with you? Because that's about as slow as you can go.
Well, I'm going somewhere. I'm heading somewhere. Yeah, if I don't drive fast enough for it, to hell with you. You don't get in the car. Get you one of them Ubers or something, whatever it is.
If you put a parade and you and a truck next to each other, the parade will win.
Well, either way, I'm going somewhere. The parade just going down the street and stopping. What we do now? Let's go home. We walk there. I just don't like parades in general. I know it's supposed to, college does it and football and all that stuff. I just don't care about parade.
What about ticker tape parade? The mighty victors coming home.
Good for them. Yes, they deserve it. I ain't saying they didn't, but I don't have to be there. I can appreciate them in my heart without having to
it ain't church.
Be out on the street and not being able to get to a bathroom.
That's what you say about church. Oh, hell, I can do that in my heart without having to worry about going to the bathroom.
Me and Jesus, it's between us. I don't need to sit around a bunch of other people that like Jesus too. Good for them, good for all of us. But I could be at home. I go on holidays. I go on Christmas, and I show up on Easter. So don't be telling me I'm sacrilegious. Damn.
Some preachers always say, when you say, I can do it in my heart, preacher, and they go, well, Jesus said to get together with all the people and go to church or whatever. They got an answer for it. Preachers always got answers for it.
Well, sure they do. They got answers for who to vote for, too. Most of them told the congregation to vote for damn Trump.
Well, you think Catholics are still voting for Trump after he put a picture of himself up as a pope?
No, now look, I don't like things that he does. People say, well, that's offensive to Catholics, and usually me and Catholics, we have a history.
That's racist.
Well, how is that racist?
I don't know.
Have a history.
The Klan also didn't like Catholics, and
I'm trying to apologize. I was trying to apologize. Me and the Catholics have had words in the past, and it wasn't intentional, and I apologize.
You're just talking about like a couple of people in town who got mad at you.
Well, they're Catholic, ain't they?
Yeah, but you're like the Catholics.
Well,
it's not like
it's the church and everything. I don't know all the priests that touch little boys, but I don't like them.
When you say I had words with the Catholics, it sounds like they brought you before the conclave.
No.
And you had to argue your position.
No.
With the damn Rome.
Look, I have issues. I ain't going to say I don't like Catholics. I got issues with Catholicism of the whole thing, all that stuff.
You don't think you should confess your sins to a priest in a box?
Me and Jesus got that covered. I don't need no priest to help me with that. That's
you
between
and Jesus
me and Jesus.
Talk a lot. Y'all think y'all so smart.
Yes, we do. Me and Jesus talk every day.
Sound like y'all got it all figured out. Y'all don't need none of us down here.
Well, maybe don't.
And it won't be long before you meet him and y'all can have all these conversations in person.
I look forward to it. I tell you that right now. We'll see if he'll be up in heaven. He'll be talking to all the priests or he'll be talking to me. I guarantee all them priests that did things they shouldn't have. You know what I'm talking about. They ain't going to be up there. No, sir.
Where are they going to be?
Where you think?
Trump's administration?
Well, might well be.
Now, I don't understand J.D. Vance likes mean Catholics, right? So now, can you tell a difference, since you're so anti-Catholic, can you tell a difference between the mean Catholics that J.D. Vance wants you to be or the good Catholics?
The mean ones don't like gay people. They didn't like a pope because he said gay people.
That's a lot of regular Catholics, too.
Regular Catholics and mean Catholics don't like. Good Catholic,
okay, I'm no theologian.
Neither am I.
Good Catholics, regular Catholics, and mean Catholics.
Okay.
Who are the mean Catholics? That's the ones who have like their wives on YouTube making bread and 7 babies.
What?
That's the mean ones.
The meanest ones are the priests that they move from place to place to molest more children. Those are going to be the meanest ones to me. And I know that ain't all the Catholic people. I know there's plenty of Catholic people that don't want that going on. I understand that, especially the children that, what happened to.
I think most Catholics don't want that going on.
Good for them.
I don't think that's a thing about being Catholic is that you won't.
But why has it been going on forever? How come every so many years there's another big case? Oh, we found out there's hundreds and hundreds, thousands of children at this one. This happened here. It happens all the damn time.
But that's like, how come women want to be raped? They just keep
come
it
on,
happens
don't
all the
say
time.
that.
The Catholics are the people they're doing it to.
I know it's awful. They should stop. It shouldn't be a thing.
That's victim blaming. That's Catholic victim blaming.
Victim blaming. I'm saying the priests belong in jail is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know people don't want it to happen. I know it ain't necessary. It seems like, well, what's the practice of the church? Well, he did something here. I just move him over at church. He won't do it there. Bull hockey, he won't. He did it there, too. They move from place to place. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's still going on or not, but it used to. Don't tell me it didn't.
What about Southern Baptists? They move him around. They got hypocrites.
Most of them go to jail, at least, before, there are plenty. You get on the computer every day, there's a youth minister going to prison for touching a child. So I know it ain't just Catholics.
That's true.
I know it ain't just Catholics. So
who likes a parade more, though, a Catholic or a Southern Baptist?
Hell, I
or
don't
Church
know.
of Christ?
I don't know.
Church of Christ probably don't want music in their parades.
Catholics like parade because, like, the Godfather, when they take the thing, the Virgin Mary, they put dollar bills on or something, and they walk down the street and play the sad trumpet, something.
Man, what do you got against tubas and trumpets?
It's not my thing. I don't like a brass band. I mean, fight song or something, a football game, a little bit of here and there is all right. But I just going down the street, everybody got to hear it. If I go to a football game, that's fine.
I know you don't like people talking on their phones at the store.
Nope.
Saying, well, what kind of pickle was it?
I don't want to have to hear that.
At least that's grocery adjacent. But a lot of people just going like, well, hell, you hear what she said to him? I call him an asshole to his face. Yeah. I mean, that's juicy. I don't mind hearing that. Yeah. The worst one's like, well, what y'all doing? Like, nothing, just hanging around. Well, I'm at the store. Huh? It's expensive. It is. Like, that's what I don't want to hear. Either be juicy or damn interesting or damn grocery adjacent. Don't be boring loud. Just be boring quiet. Don't drag me into it. What about homecoming parades, though, Jackie? Like Riverdale homecoming parade, I remember.
Look, have your parade. I ain't saying you shouldn't do it, except the president probably shouldn't be doing it.
President shouldn't do it with the tanks, mess up the road.
Of course he shouldn't. We ain't got the damn money. If we ain't got the money for other stuff, we ain't got money for it. But no, high school, go to college. Y'all keep having your parades. I ain't saying that it's be a law against you. I'm saying I ain't got to show up.
I snuck in Riverdale homecoming parade on a 4-H float, got up on one of them tractors and started throwing rocks at people. They thought it was going to be candy. They'd be, here, me, the little kids. And
that's awful.
Chuck gravel at them.
Why would you do that? That's terrible.
Parades are fun, man.
Parades, they're the drunk ones. You talk about throwing candy. It's the ones that want people take their clothes off down New Orleans. Parade, they're throwing jewelry at each other, something like that. All of them are drunk as hell. I don't want to be a part of that either.
You hate everything that's fun about America. You sound like J.D. Vance.
What do you mean I sound like J.D. Vance? How the hell I sound like J.D. Vance?
He don't like nothing that's fun either. Well, they want everybody to have a bunch of kids and just be miserable, locked up, working at a watch factory, going to church all the time, and learning about their white history. Terrible.
They're working on it. Yeah, that's what they're setting up. Yeah.
Well, that ain't America. America should be fun. Throwing rocks at kids from a tractor.
Not throwing rocks at kids. That's being mean. That's what they do. They don't throw rocks, but they go in and jerk people out the house. They throw children out in the front yard.
They're mean for meanness sake.
Yes.
I'm mean for fun.
What do you mean for fun? There ain't no mean for fun. No. Meanness ain't fun. No, sir.
4-H, Mr. Jasper said, you get off of here. And so then I had to go, I stole somebody's four-wheeler, and then they just let four-wheelers in parades. You're talking about, like, parades ain't good, but, like, if they're having a parade here in town, you just get on a four-wheeler, and you're in the parade.
Anybody could get in a parade. Yeah. You just walk out there and start walking. Ain't nobody going to stop you. They don't give a damn. You will come with us? Where you going? Just down the road. Sir, come on. Join a parade. Nobody give a damn. Anybody can join a parade.
Why else would you be a fucking Shriner?
Watch your
other
mouth.
than to be in a parade with a hat and a car?
They got little cars. That's different. That ain't walking. At least I give it to them for that. You know, they at least, you know, if we got to do this, get me a little car because I ain't going, you know, they're most of them old as hell too. Them Shriners.
Do they still have Shriners? Is that a thing you can join?
Hell, I don't know. I don't go to parades anymore.
You seem perfect Shriner material.
No,
they never approached you.
What do they do? They raise money for sick people, right? Something like that. They do some good stuff.
They better get to work on that because there's going to be a lot more sick people without no money.
Well, that's true. Yeah, Shriners going to be busy here coming soon. Yeah,
they won't have time to get in their cars.
Well, they run the cars. They need somebody. They're ending meals on wheels. They're getting rid of that. Going to be a lot of hungry old people. Shriners, instead of doing a damn parade, getting your little car, take them some damn food because that's over with. Getting rid of that.
Damn, you hate parades.
I don't. I think feeding old people that are hungry is more important than walking down the street.
You can have a parade instead of throwing candy or rocks. Throw out some meatloaf, mashed potatoes, a roll.
No, you don't throw food at people. You take it to the house and let them eat it.
Well, tape it up and then throw it and tell them to take it.
No.
You can do both is what I'm saying.
Do both of what?
Feed and parade. It's damn.
Too much going on for me to eat at a parade. No, sir. I'll sit down and eat in peace. I don't need a bunch of horses clopping or tubas blowing a Mickey Mouse balloon. I don't need none of it.
Well, I tell you this, and I normally wouldn't wish this on anybody, but I wish he was in the Trump administration right now because I feel like you could put a stop to it. I love a parade. I don't want this to happen for Trump. If it distracts him from doing something worse, that's good.
Put a stop to what?
The parade. The Trump parade.
How do we do that?
You just fucking...
Watch your mouth.
You just spoke on it for 20 minutes.
How's that going to stop it? I can't stop it. He's going to do what he's going to do. All the people going to live do it. Hegseth is firing general after general after general because first off, they're leaking on him and he's leaking information and all that. They can't have nobody talking about him. But I'm sure a part of it is because they know better than to throw a damn parade for the president. Well, you get out of here too. Ain't going to be nobody left in the military but that man. And I worry about the women and men serving in our country.
So you think Pete Hegseth is only still around? Trump has not fired Pete Hegseth because Pete Hegseth is in charge of the parade?
Hell yes. Think about that. Of course.
That makes sense.
Every time he goes on TV doing them down there, well, he did this, he leaked this, he told her where the plane. He's safe as can be. No, we ain't getting rid of him. Not till after the parade, anyway.
That actually, he seems like somebody you'd hire to throw a TV parade because he knows TV.
That's what else does it know how to do? I tell you what, instead of tanks, real tanks, why not just blow them up like big balloon, like Bullwinkle or something, like they do in New York? Just do that. He'll like it. I guarantee you he won't know the difference. He'll say, oh, look at that. Is that for me? Yes, sir, that's for you. That's all you got. That's it. That's all you got to do. I mean, don't have the real tanks tearing up a road, big balloon tanks, because I didn't know they could do that. Yeah, they float and fly now. Well, I'm glad I gave that $1 trillion to the Pentagon for Pete Hegseth to drink up every damn morning or whatever the hell he doing with it, get his makeup on, all that.
So couldn't you also just have balloons at Trump's head? I mean, wouldn't that?
Nothing would make him mad, although he might get confused, because remember, they used to have a diaper one of him everywhere he went. He didn't like that, so he may be confused if it's that good or bad. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if it's him, it's good. Even if it's bad, it's still good. He likes it, yeah.
If we were in charge of planning this parade for Trump, and we were doing it just to keep him occupied and to keep him happy, if our job was like, keep him happy, and so that we'll go over here and we'll do all the damage.
The worst job in the world. But
I wouldn't want to do that.
Nope.
But if your job was to throw Trump a parade, you'd have a bunch of muscle men wearing Trump masks and like his Star Wars picture, maybe Masters of the Universe, having Trump run around like He-Man and a sword, battling like other Trumps, also muscular. He'd like that. And maybe some like women in fur bikinis also. Mostly he'd like to look at himself, though. And then you have some Trump balloons, and you'd have some Trump tank balloons, and then you'd throw some McDonald's hamburgers at him.
I ought to get all the characters from McDonald's in the parade. He'll like that Grimace
I'd like that.
Hamburglar and Ronald McDonald and that bird, whatever bird's name. I don't know that bird's name. And is French fries do something? Fry Guys?
Fry Guys.
Fry Guys, that's right. It's been so long. I don't, they still do that there?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they let you come to McDonald's dressed as a clown anymore.
Well, they got McDonald's won't pay places that got rid of DEI. So there goes a bird lady, whatever her name is.
Well, you think the bird was a DEI hire?
Well, Grimmy, I don't know. It's just, if they ain't white, I figure, I don't know.
Who's white? I don't even know. The pirate, there's that pirate. I think he was white.
Hamburglar white, but
Hamburglar white.
He get pardoned. We know that.
And Ron McDonald, I guess, but he's under a lot of makeup, so it's hard to say.
Hard to say, yeah.
And then the others are like little creatures of some sort.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they don't want a big Mayor McCheese working there. Maybe that'd be the DEI thing.
And they got that cop burger.
Yep.
Cop officer burger.
I don't know his name. Mayor McCheese. I remember his name. I don't know.
You know what?
Burger.
This would be. You can't have
that bird's
them
name. I don't know that bird's name.
You can't, because this will be. Trump will get mad trying to figure out. First of all,
too complicated. Yeah.
Too complicated.
Nobody else. That's not on us.
Know.
That's on McDonald's. That ain't on us planning. That's McDonald's.
They had a thing, and he'll put out an executive order like bring back the Fry Guys. Bring back.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that's not a bad executive order for as far as his go. That's a pretty good one. Bring back the Fry Guys.
I don't know. Maybe he don't like no puppets now. He's getting rid of PBS, Sesame Street, all of them. Maybe he don't like, there ain't no puppets he like. Unless is there MAGA puppets out there somewhere? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure they
gotta be, yeah.
I mean, remember
every morning in church somewhere, somebody doing a MAGA puppet for the kids, yeah.
Yeah, every church used to have all them puppets. Now maybe churches are too big for puppets. They got to have, big stages with full bands and doing all that. Maybe a puppet is embarrassing to churches.
January 6th reenactments, yeah.
Praise, worship, and January 6th reenactment music.
Yeah. Ashley Babbitt's family got $30 million for her being a domestic terrorist, I guess.
Was that GoFundMe, or did she win a lawsuit?
That's the Department of Justice giving that
gave that money.
Just gave her that money.
Oh, man.
Now, there's a young woman now young woman. I don't know how young she is, but this is the state of our country right now. Woman calls a 5-year-old child the N-word. And I didn't watch it because I can't look at that stuff no more. It's on computer. But then I said, why'd you call that child that and then she calls him the N-word over and over again. So this woman has raised $600,000. That's how you make money in this country now.
Oh, I wish that's money that should go to a Trump parade. That'd be better served. I'd rather the Trump parade take that money.
You can tear up all the roads in D.C. that you want. Absolutely. That woman don't need that damn money.
Should we just do fake racist things to get take racist money?
No, I wouldn't even think about it.
We wouldn't even do the thing. We just put up a thing on this. And it's not GoFundMe. There's like a weird MAGA one, right? That's like for racists.
Well, yeah, it's not. They know better than that. They try not to give money to Klan members or people that use language like it. But there's something new. There's
MAGA one that's just that, just racist.
That's all it is. I'm assuming. What else would you be raising money on there?
If you've got money that you want to give to a racist, there's one particular site you go to, and I don't know what it is. I wouldn't say it if I knew.
Well, good. I don't know anything on computer, but if I was going to get on there, the only thing I want to look at is ghosts and things. I ain't going to get on there and look at anything like that.
Why don't we just get on there and play victims and take all that racist money?
I ain't going to take no racist money.
We don't have to do the actual incident.
It don't matter. The racists are still sending me the money.
But we take their money and we keep a little, but we give the rest to a good cause.
I don't want nothing to do with no racist money. People say I don't want no dirty money, then that's worse than dirty money as far as I'm concerned. Hateful money. Don't want no hateful money from anybody.
They're going to give it to another racist. We could take it. We could intercept that money and funnel it to help PBS or like a little kid. Maybe the kid that actually got called the N-word deserves some of this money.
Maybe couldn't he, somebody, there's got to be a site out there for that child to raise a little money, isn't there? Maybe somewhere, let's see. Hell.
I don't know. People get mad and then they want to give racists money. Racists get mad and feel victimized. Like, that could be me. I got to give him $20.
That could be me calling a 5-year-old. What the hell's wrong with people? What is wrong with that? That's just where we're at now. That's what the world is.
Once you get on Facebook, did you see this? Honey, did you see this? That's on Facebook here. It says a white woman got in trouble. They're going to come after her family. They're canceling her because she called a little baby an N-word. And we have to help her. How does your mind go? Well, we have to help the N-word person, the person who said the N-word, not the little baby.
Because she's the victim, that's for sure. She's the one that's a victim. That's, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess every time I think I got a scam or I envision a parade for myself, I can't even enjoy that because the world takes it away from me. I'm the real victim here. Where's my money?